Have you ever wondered why defense detection and avoidance are crucial for pentesters? In the fast-paced world of cybersecurity, these two concepts serve as the backbone of any successful operation. They are the yin and yang of the digital defense world, two sides of the same coin that, when used effectively, can turn a potential vulnerability into a fortified stronghold. Defense detection is the art of identifying security measures in place. It's like a digital Sherlock Holmes, meticulously examining every nook and cranny of a network to spot any security measures. This includes firewalls, intrusion detection systems, and even the seemingly innocuous security practices of the employees. Knowing what defenses are in place allows pentesters to understand the landscape they're operating in and tailor their approach accordingly. On the other hand, you have defense avoidance. As the name suggests, this involves finding ways to bypass or avoid triggering these defenses. It's the digital equivalent of a cat burglar, silently slipping past laser security systems without setting off any alarms. This could involve using stealthy tactics, disguising activities to appear benign, or even exploiting weaknesses in the defenses themselves. Together, defense detection and avoidance form the cornerstone of a pentester's toolkit. They enable pentesters to map out the security landscape, identify vulnerabilities, and navigate through the network without alerting the defenses. This, in turn, allows them to expose these vulnerabilities in a controlled and safe environment, thereby contributing to the overall network security. But the importance of these techniques extends beyond just the realm of pentesting. In the broader world of cybersecurity, they serve as a constant reminder that security is not a one-time thing, but an ongoing process. It's a never-ending game of cat and mouse where defenses are constantly evolving to keep up with new threats, and pentesters are always adapting their tactics to stay one step ahead. Understanding defense detection and avoidance is fundamental in the world of pentesting. Not only does it enable pentesters to do their job effectively, but it also contributes to the overall resilience and security of our digital world. Now that we know why defense detection and avoidance are important, let's delve into what defense detection actually is. Imagine you're a pentester, a professional hacker if you will. Your job is to find loopholes in a system's security before anyone else does. But how do you go about it? That's where defense detection comes into play. At its core, defense detection is about identifying the security measures in place within a system. It's like being a detective, using your skills and tools to uncover the hidden protections that are meant to keep you out. It's a crucial first step in the pentesting process, shedding light on what you're up against and revealing areas that need improvement for better security. Let's break down the process step by step. First, you have to carry out what we call active reconnaissance. This involves directly interacting with the target system to gather information about its defenses. You might be looking for firewalls, intrusion detection systems, or even encrypted data. Then there's passive reconnaissance. This is all about observing the target system without directly interacting with it. You might, for instance, monitor network traffic or use publicly available information to learn more about the system's security measures. Next, you interpret the data you've gathered. This is a critical step where you piece together the puzzle of the system's defenses. It's here that you identify potential vulnerabilities and start to formulate your plan of attack. Finally, once you've identified the defenses, you can start testing them. This involves trying to breach the system's security to see how well the defenses hold up under pressure. It's a complex and challenging process, requiring a mix of technical skill, creativity, and strategic thinking. But it's also an incredibly rewarding one, providing valuable insights that can be used to enhance a system's security. So that's the essence of defense detection, a key tool in the pentester's arsenal. Moving on to the other half of our topic, defense avoidance. What does it entail? Well, when we talk about defense avoidance, we're referring to the art of bypassing or evading security measures without setting off any alarms. This isn't about brute forcing your way in. It's about slipping through undetected, like a ghost in the machine. Imagine you're a burglar. You could smash a window to get into a house, but that would cause a racket and alert anyone nearby. Instead, you might pick the lock or find an open window, or perhaps impersonate a trusted visitor. You're still getting in, but you're doing it in a way that doesn't raise any alarms. In the digital world, defense avoidance follows a similar principle. It's not about breaking down the digital door, but finding the less obvious backdoors and side entrances. The process occurs in stages. The first is reconnaissance, where a pen tester gathers as much information as possible about the target system. This includes understanding the security measures in place and identifying potential vulnerabilities. Next comes planning and strategy. Based on the gathered information, a pen tester devises a robust plan to bypass the security measures. This could involve tailoring specific tools or techniques to the target system, or finding creative ways to exploit identified vulnerabilities. The execution stage is where the real action happens. Here, the pen tester puts the plan into action, carefully navigating around security measures, exploiting vulnerabilities, and gaining access to the system. This is done with utmost caution to avoid triggering any alarms. Finally, we have the exit stage. After achieving the objectives, it's crucial to leave no trace of the intrusion. Like a ghost, a pen tester slips out, leaving the system as it was found. Remember, defense avoidance isn't just about getting in and out. It's about doing so without leaving a trace, without triggering alarms. It's about being invisible. It's a delicate dance, a game of shadows and silence. And that's defense avoidance for you. Another critical skill for any successful pen tester. To wrap things up, let's go over the main points we've covered in this video. We've delved into the significance of defense detection and avoidance for pen testers. These are not merely technical processes, but vital skills that bolster system security. To recap, defense detection is about identifying the security measures in place. It's like a game of hide and seek, where the pentester seeks out the security defenses. The more you can detect, the better informed you'll be to plan your approach. On the other hand, defense avoidance is all about stealth. It's the art of navigating through a system without triggering any alarms, making your presence virtually undetectable. It's like moving through a laser grid without breaking a beam. In essence, defense detection and avoidance are two sides of the same coin, both crucial in enhancing system security. Mastering defense detection and avoidance not only makes you a better pen tester, but it also contributes to a safer cyberspace for all.